AITA for refusing to take the car seats out of my car so my family can take one car to Christmas. I'm 20F, a nanny to 4 kids. 9 Mo. 2, 4, 7. One of the requirements of the job was having a car that could fit 4 car booster seats. Mine didn't, but I applied anyways and they liked me, so they got me in contact with a friend that was selling a 5-ish-year-old Ford Explorer for cheap. They bought the car, but it's in my name and they're just taking some money out of my check each month for me to pay it back. It is my car and I can do pretty much whatever I want in it, but I need 3 car seats and a booster in there Monday, Friday. I refuse to take the car seats out because I do not know how to install them and I can't have the parents do it every time I want to drive a couple friends. I still have my Civic that I used before I got this job, so when I'm not working I usually drive the Civic. My family was about to go to Christmas and my mom told me to get the car seats out of the Explorer so we can all take one car. I said no because the only one that I know how to remove is the booster seat. My mom said I could watch a YouTube video, but I honestly don't feel comfortable installing the car seats and I couldn't live with myself if the seats weren't properly installed and something happened. My mom thought I was being dramatic and that I was just trying to get out of having the family see how messy my car is. I ended up driving my Civic and my mom followed in her car, but she's still mad that I made us take 2 cars instead of taking the car seats out. AITA? Gentle YTA, it seems like you need to work on your assertiveness. Either you want to give your family a lift but are somehow incapable of either researching how or asking your employers to assist you taking the car seats in, out. Or you are being dishonest. You don't want to give your family a lift and are making excuses instead of politely refusing to volunteer. Also, it definitely seems like the employers are taking advantage. You are paying for a car they require you to have, and are not confident enough to use it for personal reasons. NTA, your mom just didn't want to use her gas. Many fire stations have discontinued this service. They are understaffed and have to prioritize call response. If the car is yours to use as you please, then first you should learn how fit the damn car seats. Otherwise this is a car that you can't use however you want. You couldn't use it to drive friends somewhere because it's full of car seats all the time. Either the car is 100% yours to use as you want or it isn't. If it's 100% yours, then I'm leaning towards YTA for not being enough of an adult to learn how the kids' car seats work. NTA. So she wanted you to spend probably more than 30 minutes of your time uninstalling and installing the seats. With the YouTube videos she wanted you to watch, just to avoid taking 2 cars on a 1-hour round trip? Taking 2 cars hurts nobody, is more time efficient, and is just plain easier. My family frequently takes multiple cars just so everyone is more comfortable and not squished in. I have 3 car seats in my car, and while they are super easy to take out, it probably takes me about 20 minutes to get them all back in properly. I will cram so much awkwardly in my car to avoid ever having to take them out. Considering you said it was a 30 minutes drive, I'd have said heck no the sake of it too. Definitely NTA here. Your mom will get over it eventually. As an aside, just because I keep seeing this, sometimes having a specific type of vehicle is just a requirement of a job. If you're fine with it, and they are giving you an interest-free loan on what was already a good deal, then I don't see why there are so many people crying over you being taken advantage of. They likely had a bad experience with previous nannies ruining or not taking care of their vehicle. It affects their insurance too. Who knows? If they're otherwise a wonderful family that you like working for, I don't see the problem here. NTA. But if you need help in the future, depending on where you live, you may be able to schedule an appointment with your fire department to have them install the car seats. YTA, if you're too incompetent to take on the challenge of installing and uninstalling a car seat, then you are too incompetent to be responsible for the lives of 4 kids. This isn't an oil change. Car seats need to be designed with the absolute common denominator parent in mind, exactly because children's lives are at stake. I'm not saying it's not a pain, and in most cases it's not worth removing. But for a family event, once or twice a year, when you have the car that solves the problems but aren't willing to utilize it, YTA, it's your car. You should have done exactly what your mother said, and then told the parents what you did and request that they take a look to make sure you did it right. You would then not only have the skill, but you would be in a better position to understand how those seats work and identify if they ever become loose or tampered with, compromised. That would make the children safer and the parents would be grateful. You need to learn how to install them. It's only a matter of time before a diaper blowout or surprise vomit requires an impromptu car detail. Info. What happens if you quit before the car is paid off? And do you have that in writing? NTA. You did the responsible thing. I'm actually super impressed with your levity and maturity. NTA. I refuse to take my seats out of the car I drive. My husband will take them out of his Equinox because his are lighter and easier to uninstall, reinstall. Once I got 30 zone minutes on my Fitbit wrestling my Dianos back into the car after they were taken out so it could be cleaned. Miserable. Let me get this straight. The family you work for made you buy a car to use for their family. And you pay for it every week. But you only use it for work and still have to have another car for personal use? Is that right? Why would you ever go for this kind of arrangement? These people are taking advantage of you. If it's your car that you're paying for, sell the other car and use this one full time. And learn to take the car seats out and in. It takes like 2 minutes. You just have to slip the seatbelt behind the car seat. YTA. No. Once they bought the car, it shouldn't have been put in your name, but a vehicle they own that you can use when working. Your mom should be mad about your being taken advantage of. Doubt anybody would want their own vehicle full of car seats and booster seats 24/7. Or the huff and puff and puzzlement taking them in and out. Gas, upkeep, insurance. Yeah. Pretty sure being a taxi for the kids can affect premiums. They might have liked others who didn't want that deal. NTA. Your mother doesn't seem to realize that she's interfering with your job. That's a work car. Please take your work car to the nearest fire station, car seat installation place and ask for lessons in how to safely install car and booster seats. This is something you should maybe set up as a yearly refresher course. Even if you never install those seats, you should know how. This is for peace of mind. Edit. So you can safety check them regularly. And also in case of car trouble, being able to switch the seats to a rental is safer. It didn't affect your mom at all though. You drove your car and the rest of the family took their car. It's not like they had to take 2 cars. They would have had to drive anyway if you weren't there or were meeting them there. They just didn't want to drive at all and wanted you to drive and pay all the gas, 'cause it would have been your car instead of theirs. NTA. You refused because there's a chance that something could go wrong and lead to a car accident. Your mom needs to realize that you're doing this for the family's safety. NTA. Car seats are a pain to install and deadly if done wrong. Not worth the hassle or the risk. NTA. Good for you for being a safe and responsible nanny. Let your mom be angry. Don't feed it by being upset about it. That will only reward it. Her anger is not your problem. NTA. It's not really your car and you feel comfortable using your shared car exclusively for the kids. Good for you to sticking to your boundaries. Hopefully your mom will get over it fast.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. AmITheAsshole is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.